Welcome to Shekve, everybody, our first tale in Tendra, with sounds from Epidemic Sounds and Tabletop Audio. Hey, you can follow us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can even find us on Google Podcasts. Please follow and leave a review. Welcome to another episode of Tales of Tendra. I'm Deven Hayes Richards, your story goblin, joined as always by Maddy Stalnik.
Playing as Oullette, who makes an excellent squeaky toy.
Kirsten Gray.
Playing Raina. And that's it.
Almost not. Leon Heimann.
They're playing Callio, who is very tired from running through all that grass and saving people's lives.
Alex Madarasz.
Playing Roman, who just frolicked through a field.
And last but certainly not least, Markus Mather.
Playing Cruz, wondering why I'm seeing so much blood in a distance.
Oh my god, the field's still on fire.
So last time, the great team decided to have a camp and then got attacked by wolves. Raina nearly was no longer with us. But she pulled through. That's all that matters.
She's forever in Callio's debt, and I don't know how I feel about that.
We
This
will
is not the first time he's come to her rescue.
pull up to the story right at this juncture, actually. You guys have the floor. Discuss what happened.
I want to collect the bodies.
Alright, so there's a fire here.
There is a fire, yeah.
I'm gonna make my way over there. I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant and have it pat out the fire.
It does so. It's pretty, like I said, it's not very, it's not a forest fire. It's just
A brush
a little
fire.
smolder.
Raina, a little help, please.
It takes Raina a little bit of time to come down from that second or third rage, and she's by the light of the fire, I think there's a bit of a crazy look in her eye as you call for her help, and just kind of, yes, let me.
Can you roll me a con save, please?
Yep.
Oh no.
15.
You, from the adrenaline, feel the food coming back up, but with a 15, you're able to keep it down.
Yes, Ella, yes. Yep. And pull the jaws. Honestly, probably just like rip.
Yeah, you get her out, no problem.
Blood squirt.
Yep.
Poor white dress.
Yeah, that dress is not white. It hasn't been for a long time,
Nice
even
shade
less
of
so
brown
now.
and pink.
With the glamour, do I bleed red blood or blue blood?
So, fun fact, the glamour kind of just stays in its expected form. So the blood is not seen until it is on the ground, and it is whatever your regular blood color is.
Blue.
Otherwise, you see like puncture wounds, but like no blood, because it's like basically a greater image. It's just like that's what it looks like, and then suddenly there's blood on the bottom.
We don't need bleach. We're clean. She drops the glamour one day and it's just
Oh.
Just dark blue. I had a bad time.
Yeah, she does hobble a little bit. She is down to 6 HP.
Oh,
Oh.
like sisters. Truly.
Matchy.
Cruz is finally gonna catch up with the group and ask if everyone's okay.
Doing all right, Cruz. Thanks for asking. You really got here in the nick of time.
Oh yeah.
Hey, can you see up there?
Oh yeah. I saw a lot of blood. I got worried a second.
Well, appreciate your worry and help. Hey, is our campfire like burned down the field?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, you're
No,
the one who can
Cruz.
see.
I was asking the wind. Please be quiet so that the wind can answer.
I'm gonna whisper.
Only you can prevent brush fires.
Thank you. Wind. All right, let's head back to camp, guys.
I'm gonna drag the carcasses back to the.
Okay.
On the way back to camp, Raina would give Callio a polite nod, but does not say anything to the rest of the team for the rest of the evening. Sits just on the outskirts of the fire's light and her sword.
Shit,
methodically.
I wasn't shooting at them or nothing. Fuck me, I guess.
Callio has healed
My friend,
her
she could not
too many-
see. She was face
Yeah.
down being drugged through the land.
Stay in your lane, Roman.
We're gonna, as we hobble our way back, Ella's trying to be as dignified as possible. Well,
Also,
barely
could you
put
also roll
together.
me a con save, Ella?
Sure, because I'm great at those.
You also
Have tetanus.
are able to keep the adrenaline-induced vomiting down.
Thank God, because I'm trying to do a verbal ritual spell here.
Can you
That
imagine?
really made that difficult.
Mid-prayer.
So she starts walking back. You can hear under her breath some soft, strained dreamer. She's trying not to sound or look pained, but she is. She'll come sit down by the fire, clasp her hands together, and continue. It takes about 10 minutes before everyone in the circle, because it's up to 6 people.
Also, anyone who is walking behind Ella does notice blue blood footprints behind her as she's walking. That gets kind of smeared by the dress.
Blue slime trail, guys. Everyone in the circle, 30 feet, so that's everyone, can get 15 healing back.
The rest of your evening goes without a hitch.
Callio.
Excuse me. Yes, Ella?
So graceful. She motions for you to come closer. She clearly doesn't want to move.
Dramatically take one step forward.
Rummages through her bag and holds out a book.
I'm not too hot on reading. We've been over this. Wait, is that the same book?
No, I wrote a new one. You should look.
Thanks. I'll walk over, sit by the fire, and open it up.
So it is the spirit book, just transposed into a new book with very crudely drawn childish pictures of each spirit, and beneath them are 3 basic facts for minimal reading pleasure.
I have sent you a link
Oh,
to the
pictures are terrible. The handwriting's amazing.
Current amount to be updated with pictures, as just ran out of time today.
alrighty.
Those pictures are not accurate. Just imagine it really dumbed.
I'm picturing crayon sketches, so that's
Pretty
good.
much,
yeah.
All
It's
right.
like a
Figured.
4-year-old drew them. It's not her specialty. She's going to spend some time using the mending cantrip to start mending the holes in her dress.
Many.
Many punctures.
I'll guide the unseen servant to assist in the holding of the dress. Hey, Roman, was there any food left over?
There should be.
I
Yeah.
am starving.
I'm working on collecting more meat now, so carefully skinning that. You can eat wolves, Deven.
Oh, you can. I'm just.
They don't taste
They
great.
don't taste good.
We need food.
You got
Food is
wrong. We can
You've
turn
killed,
This is
it.
a
you've been killing
multi-week
deer
trip.
every day. I don't think
I'm
you're
just
that
saying.
much of a need.
I'm
You're
making
just-
wolf
Deer can feed
jerky.
you for
You're a trophy
so
hunter.
long.
Got it. You're a
Also-
garbage person.
I'm skinning these wolves because I'm making hats.
I like it.
Like little raccoon hats.
Little raccoon
with
hats
wolf
for the
tails?
wolves. Yeah. And maybe some shawls or something.
Aren't those tails huge?
Uh-huh.
They were giant.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
It's gonna be hard on the neck. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna make them full size. God damn. I'm
The,
going.
the pelts themselves are quite thick.
Yes.
Those are gonna be heavy too.
I'm gonna take a piece that's roughly 2 feet
Question,
by 2 feet,
actually.
turn into a hat. Boom.
What's your strength score?
What's my strength score?
Yeah, because you're gonna need help potentially to bring these
They're not going to be that heavy if you empty all their insides.
It's sir.
Muscle is heavy.
Sir, you are telling me
internal
that
organs
the
make up like 25%
you're
of your
telling
body.
me that the wolf, the size of a moose,
Yep.
is going to be one person movable.
You're going to cut it open, take all its insides out, and then you're going to cut its legs off, and then you're going to drag it by its tail.
Alex, I'm sorry. There's no fucking way.
It's possible.
I honestly don't think you and Deven could pull a moose out of a forest.
We quarter it. This is the
If
way.
you cut it into fours, you can move a fourth at a time.
No, you remove its limbs, and the head's already gone. And then I'm a, and then just, and then.
Oh, there's gonna be so much blood in the fur.
So much blood.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
great.
the hats aren't going to be made today. This is going to be another week process of
You're lucky you have the cart.
hanging out things on the side of the carriage as we go. It's going to smell for a week.
Awesome.
But you're all going to get a hat.
Incredible.
Yeah, so night passes.
Yahoo!
It is the morning. You've all taken a long rest. You can regather your resources that you get back from a long rest.
Are there trees around?
No,
No.
it's a
They're just in
big
the grassland?
prairie.
Sad. Okay.
There's
never
like
mind then.
a
We could
tree.
weed grass.
You can
to make
see
a
a
tree.
tree in the distance. This is going to be a while.
Nah, it's fine.
You cut a tree down.
Raina would be waking up early to start a new workout regimen. And she was going to go punch a tree. But that's
Just
not
saying,
available.
you could have helped move the wolf pieces.
She was still angry. She
was
needed
still
time to
very
calm
angry.
down.
The perfect
pouting.
time. Then you could listen to me ramble about how I'll make you a hat.
Unless you guys have anything you would like to discuss amongst each other, we can time skip a little bit. So in the next 6 days, is there anything you guys would like to discuss?
Everyone's head sizes.
You
already have mine.
It's saved.
He has it on a little piece of paper. He's
Yeah.
in his pocket. Anytime he goes shopping, he's like, "Ooh, I like this hat. I better get one for Callio."
Yeah, exactly. I have a lot of hats.
But that just sounds so cute, though. So wholesome.
Noticing Raina's new workout routine, I'd probably just like assist, and by I mean my unseen servant. I'm not gonna get physical.
You don't want to get hurt?
Good.
I'll cheer her on, but yeah, physicality not my strong suit.
Yeah.
My unseen servant will just like hold a target and just like move it randomly in front of you to punch.
New gloves from Nile for sure. Punch.
Misses one time, kills unseen servant.
Yes.
Damn it.
It has 1 hit point and an AC of 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know the way I was rolling. It could have probably
I'm gonna request Callio write a country song while we're riding through the prairies.
Ooh.
God.
All right, I'll wait. My turn in that case.
Yeah, we'll just sit here patiently waiting for you, Leon.
For me to write an actual song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening, brother.
Ella would spend more time napping than usual the rest of the trip.
Fair.
You're not gonna like try to learn Elvish again?
Oh, I should do that. Can I try again?
Yeah. You guys all have to make intelligence
Oh
checks
no, because
again.
Raina's
Teacher.
focusing on training. That means I have to pick one.
Hey, you rolled good. You did a good job. You can't
Roll
blame
mid, yes.
this one.
All right, Callio.
Oh, you can't blame them. You got a flat
Okay.
check now.
Double 18s.
Thanks, guys. All right.
I'm just rolling to see what I'm rolling. Don't
Alright.
count on this for anything. Okay.
Here we go.
Well.
Here we go.
Hey,
Well, they're in the other
you
half.
have yes, yeah, the second half of the alphabet. Stringing them together as words, not yet. But
Perfect.
if they roll like this again, I'll give you advantage next time.
All right, yeah. So when I'm
Hell
not
yeah.
learning Elvish, she is sleeping the entire time.
Fair.
Phenomenal.
Speaking of sleeping, in one of your dreams, you are joined by Somnus for the first time in you don't know how long. It feels like your entire existence, essentially. You see the pale, very tall, fine-featured man. His eyes, as per depiction, closed. His gray hair, kind of like gray, kind of crystally blue, if that makes sense. Attire, kind of like a gradient. He's just sitting in like a white tree that has been kind of formed, like it was grown into the form of a bed. And he is watching over. Well, his eyes are closed, but he has directed his presence over a grove of blue trees. And as you kind of like focus in on him, you feel as if the whole of the ground is moving. What would you like to do?
Not vomit.
Fair. You hear a loud, like, stepping sound, like a.
I would take like an unsteady step towards Somnus first and then look to that sound.
So the sound is coming from underneath you. And as you kind of like turn, you notice that other than the blue grove of trees and the like grass, all you can see is like a horizon.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like, you can make an insight check to try and figure out what's
like to. My dream walking, so I get my proficiency bonus added. Insight, 15, so 17 total.
Okay. You kind of clue in that you're on some sort of like earth spirit that is moving, and you figured out how Somnus is attempting to keep dreamers safe. He's moving them constantly.
That's really cool. Okay.
And you hear another large.
Knowing that the dream hasn't ended, Ella would then proceed to step politely over to Somnus, deep curtsy to.
Oh, Ella, it's been. Oh, for you it must have been quite some time. How are you doing?
I am unsure. I don't feel like I know my place.
Oh, your place has been where it's always been, serving your people and bringing my knight's embrace to those who need it most when their eyes are closed. Did you find your guardian?
I did. Her name is Raina. She's quite wonderful.
She's got that cheeky Artemis too, correct? That's the one I wrote down for you anyway.
That is the correct one. I think Artemis has saved me more times than I'd like to.
Good. That is, of course, her purview, keeping you on that side of the realm. My brother has mentioned that you've become a chosen. You have never heard the spirits refer to another spirit as brother or sister or anything like that. It's always like low spirits refer to the big spirits as father or mother, and then son or daughter, child.
I did not know you had a brother.
Oh, I've a few. My sister gifted us this spirit to protect you all, as we've learned that you have enemies that wish to. Oh, as he says, oh, he stands and he looks into the distance. A concern kind of washes over you, and he looks back at you and he says, "Well, you better go. You're like a beacon when you come back. Off you go," and you wake up, or at least this dream ends. It's coming up to the final night you'd think of your travel. Callio and Roman, you are all as well asleep, in said sleep. You're kind of having, not that you necessarily know this, but a dream that is being modeled, we'll say, by Fantassos, Michael Wazowski, or the hell you like to
Mike
call him.
Wazowski.
You know him as his his fox-like trickster behavior, visage, and as how you kind of both gain almost immediately a sense of like, oh, this is real for my mental, like you kind of clue into this is like a thing that's happening, and you see you guys see each other, and then your view you kind of overlap and become one person, and then blue fox like snout appears in like your why can't I think of the not what you're looking at, your peripheral, like the bottom of your peripheral, you see a blue
We can
fox
see our
like
nose
snout.
right now.
Yeah, like how you see your nose, but it's a blue fox like snout, which you can infer what you will. And you see what I could only describe as a mausoleum that is kind of like black gothic, like this huge cliche vampire like castle mausoleum type thing. Like very Castlevania, like Dracula's castle in Castlevania. But it is not floating, it is strapped, for lack of a better term, to the back of what looks like a colossal, deformed, undead, like hippopotamus. Like it's like bony and the flesh is falling off of it, and there's almost like a torture, like you feel Fantasis feel sad, like overwhelming amount of sadness creeps into you as he watches this being forcibly walk through the spirit realm with this castle on top of it.
Well, I guess we found the black house.
uh it appears that that's you figured it out. You don't need to roll an insight check for that. You are
Is it
seeing
also black?
It's not black as much as it is like really dark red, like it's been painted in blood, and the blood has since like dried and aged, so it's like
So
not
like
black.
the name is just like it's goth little phase.
Yeah, it's just the
It's not
name.
phase, mom.
You haven't really figured out what the guy's name is, so maybe their last name was Black. You don't know. Black Castle.
Fair
Uh,
enough.
Currently, it looks like a blood cathedral that has been dried. Uh,
Kind of sick, honestly.
Kind of.
it's
The,
it's pretty fucking
the hippo
cool.
spirit, not so sick, but
Yeah,
Less
the
cool.
very tortured and dying or already dead hippopotamus spirit, big sad. It's
do we
also,
recognize the spirit after seeing the spirit book? Is it like a greater spirit, or is it
it
just
is.
like a...
Okay, so roll me a perception check.
I do those sometimes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a
With a
20K.
22, even a 17, actually, I will give this to both of you.
Look at us
Fantasis kind of
reading.
like almost holds his breath and like really focuses. And you get this kind of like zoom in esque predator type feature essentially. And it's in this moment that you realize this is many spirits
Oh.
that have been forcibly joined together, and you see some of the stones that you have in your hand in various places on this creature, and you get the sense that this is one of the things that he has created by and other spirits.
Well, that's not good.
You see Leon say the word for the spirit that Niall is that I can't say ever.
Wechselkind.
That one. You see some of those that are
Just
kind
like
of
hanging
being
out.
yeah, and some are like chained to the legs and like being pulled walking as it walks. It's not good. If on a scale of 1 to 10 and 10 being like big bad, this is like 11. And then
Cool.
your vision cuts, you wake up not so rested. You get you get the effects of a long rest, but you don't feel long rested.
Oh, some fun sleep paralysis demon shit.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm really not getting that kid back.
So I would also Cruz Raina. Luckily for you, you're too punch drunk to have dreams, so you're welcome.
Nice.
Nice. I'm glad.
The day
I'm good for us.
is the 6th of your last week of travel. It is late afternoon.
What's the weather like?
The weather, it's clear. It was raining in the morning, so they said misty dew almost, but the the clear, hot sun has started to burn that off, so hence the mist. In the distance, you see a four-pronged fortress, I would say. I guess keep is what I should say. This is a very windy plain. The walls are tall. There are many stone towers, but inside there are four larger, more extravagant. And as you get closer, when the wind blows, it almost plays a melody when it passes through these towers. It's beautiful. It sounds like a song. As you get closer, you can hear underneath this song the hustle and bustle of trade. You pass merchants and soldiers on the outskirts. You pass farmers bringing in goods and other cargo. They all seem in good spirits as well. They seem happy but focused. They don't really look to you. They don't really interact with you. They just kind of like almost like you're cutting through water in a boat, just instinctively move around the carriage. You think that the extravagance of the carriage is really giving you an advantage here, that they're like, oh, these are important people, get out of the way.
We are important people.
As you pass through the main gate, it's a huge portcullis. The holes, though, for the size of the gate are very small. You could probably fit an arm through, maybe. Just enough, you'd say, for a slender spear to be thrust through.
So the normal size.
You know how, like, if you were to drag it, the proportions would just get bigger? It doesn't. It's just more gates, essentially. As you enter, you realize that, like, this has, like, a negative space, and there's arrow slits all around you, that if you were to even breach the first gate, you would be locked into essentially a kill box. You see large cauldrons on each side that look like they could be tipped in towards the middle. As you continue to advance, the soldiers that you pass are wearing tabards of red with a navy blue square on the right shoulder, red square on the left shoulder, and then left hip blue square, checkered almost, but big, and only the like four squares of color. They wear extravagant helmets with neck guards that kind of stick out on an angle, and then kind of flatten in into their cheekbones. They don't look like they have a lot of head movement. It's like 6 inches thick of metal around. They're broad shouldered. Most of them are very tall, like just shorter than Cruz tall. These are like the patrolling the gates, patrolling the town, walking along the walls. There are some smaller versions of the same thing and wearing mostly less like extravagant armor with crossbows. You overhear a lot of stories, nothing like, you can't make out necessarily the whole content, but you can tell that people are talking about big, extravagant, like, bullshitting. There is an overwhelming smell of honey on toast as you pass into the more, I guess, what I would call like the town square, where there's inns, restaurants. The innermost portion of this city is very like cliche movie in downtown London-esque thing. It's very loud cobblestones, many carriages, wide streets. For being just a keep, it is quite
It's a real
well
keeper?
off. Excuse me?
Is it a real keeper?
Roman falls over dead.
Keep on making those jokes. Maybe those nat 20s go to you.
You hear murmurs of a giant salamander traveling from town to town.
Mother? I'm kidding.
Callio would, at the first opportunity that is presented to him, ask about the giant salamander traveling from town to town.
You hop out of the carriage. There are a group of children. Pretty much none of them are human. They're all different other races. There's elves. I believe gnomes exist in this world. It's been a
They
while.
sure do.
And some orc children. I'm not just going to talk to you. You're going to say something.
And there, menacingly.
I'd probably go up to an elf. So like a quick elvish greeting.
They look at you. The whole group turns to look at you. And for a moment, you feel like Buzz Lightyear when the Martians in the claw machine all look at him.
Hey, did I overheard about a block back? Was there a giant salamander?
Ah, yeah. He was cool. Pretty sure it was just a couple dudes in a costume, but I don't know.
That doesn't make it any less intriguing. Is he still in town? They still in town?
No.
Damn.
That was like 2 weeks ago, but it was like a big deal. And they took up like the whole square, and they had dancing and fire and toast. Oh, such good toast.
Well, that
Breakfast
sounds
on
like a hoot.
toast.
Sorry we missed it.
You should be. It was a good time.
All right. And it's still going on? Like
What do you mean?
the toast. I mean, it smells like toast. Unless I'm having a stroke.
You should probably see an apothecary. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, we always have toast. It's just not usually as good as his toast. That was like extra good toast. There's like our regular toast, which is like I don't know, like a 7, and his toast was like a 12. But you know, 7's pretty good.
That it is. Thank you for your time.
What are you doing here?
Just visiting.
That's a cool carriage. Where'd you get it?
Found it.
Can I pet the horses?
You have to ask the horses.
I can't talk to horses yet. Mom said I don't have to learn that spell until I'm 11. And I'm not 11. I'm 10 3/4.
That feels arbitrary. Hey, Refried, come here.
His name is Refried?
Yeah, we got Refried, Pinto, Garbanzo, and what's the other one? Shoot.
Kidney.
Roman. Kidney, thank you. Kidney? That doesn't seem right.
I don't think that's right.
They are all beans. Those are the beans.
Pinto.
That's our driver, Frank. Pinto.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Thanks, we try.
You do a good job. I like your hair. Why is it so small?
Cut it.
How'd you get so... Do you just like put the scissors real close to your head?
Yeah.
That seems dangerous. You shouldn't do that.
It's okay, watch this, and I'll snap my fingers and cast Disguise Self and give myself long, flowing hair.
The kid's like jaw dislocates. Just and his friend comes over and pushes his mouth closed. How'd you do that? What is that? Is that magic?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that with you, but you should talk to your mom about it. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
Are you sure? Where are you going?
I like flipping my silver coin.
It just hits him in the face. And he catches it afterwards. And he goes, "You can't buy kids here."
I don't want you. Just go buy some toast. I have to leave. Goodbye.
Okay.
I climb back into the carriage. I was like, Jesus Christ. Wait, no, hold on. He doesn't exist here.
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar. The children in this town are very needy.
Frank, punch it.
Try and punch it. Jesus.
As you get back in the carriage, you see kind of like a squadron above about 4x4 guards, and leading them is a guard with no helmet on that looks a whole lot like the tower.
Oh,
And
really?
he keeps walking, doesn't look at you guys, doesn't seem to recognize you.
I'll bow my head and I'll disguise self to look like someone else and stick my head out and look at him.
He sees a person looking at him, He makes eye contact with you, nods,
Nod.
and like you need help? Are you good?
I just nod in like hi kind of way.
And he gives you the okay. And they continue walking. Doesn't seem like he. I mean, obviously didn't recognize whoever you made yourself look like.
I don't know, some random person.
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't seem aggressive or anything. Like,
All right.
but to be fair, most of the homunculi you have met since meeting the tower and Queenie have been aggressive. So
Yeah. I'll look at Roman. Roman, there's another one.
Another homunculi?
Yeah, it looks like the tower.
or is it a homunculi guy?
Oh, I swear to God.
It can be both.
No, that's timeout. Everybody talk over him for the next 5 minutes.
Do you think that we should follow and or interrogate? We don't.
That seems like a genuinely awful idea. I think he is the head of the guard, given that he's not wearing a helmet, and for some reason that makes him a higher rank. In my
It is
head.
weird how that works in fantasy.
Or
Please don't forget.
he's just
that,
more willing to be throat chopped.
The homunculi.
Oh, he still has the crazy
Okay.
neck guard.
Can't chop. No judo chop.
Ella, how'd you get in here?
Yo, where'd you come from?
She's like, no. Actually, she would have hopped off the horse at some point because again, she doesn't like riding the horse. She loves Aristo. It's a delightful horse. She's still scared of horses. So
At least
would have
sounds like
hopped
you're
off.
covering your here. I love horses. They're great. Get me the fuck off of this.
Yes. She tries to be really nice because she has to ride it, but every moment is horror. So she would have hopped down probably when they stopped for Callio to chat with the kids.
All right.
If you're chatting in the carriage, she's gonna try and find, well, not wandering too far because this is probably the biggest town they've been in since she woke up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the
It's
dreamer
honestly
cities
frightening.
were probably big, but everything is so big and she is so
It
small.
actually it does give you almost a sense of home with how big it is.
Oh, homesick vibes. Her first order of business is trying to find an inn. What are the streets made of?
Sorry, I really want to make a stupid comment. They are made of cobblestone.
Tiny little clicks as her bare feet click against the cobblestone. Mostly muffled by the dress, hopefully. She would not stand next to Aristo while they were walking because he is very big, and if she's on the ground, she wants nothing to do with anything near his legs, so she'd be on the other side of the carriage.
Okay.
Somewhere to go where they can talk, hopefully privately, rather than out in the middle of the street.
You find an inn. Found it. The Hungry Hag Tavern and Boarding House. There is a picture of a green lady on the front.
The same green lady that we just spoke to?
I was gonna say,
Does
is
she
this
look
reminiscent
hungry?
of a certain hag that we ran away from?
No.
Thankfully.
All right.
Ella will motion to Frank and point towards the inn. Can we stop here, Frank?
Frank sounded like a Bostonian pretendy thing, right? If I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Frank the tank.
Yeah. That's fine. I can park that. They can go down through nothing.
Are there any other stores nearby the inn?
Yeah. What of it?
What stores?
Do you want to know their names?
Sure.
In the easy vicinity, as you kind of take a whirl, there is Judy's Trinket and Magical Oddities, the blacksmith, a grocer, and Blavin's Butchery.
Wow, I couldn't have written it better myself.
Blavin's Butchery?
Yeah.
I like it.
For all your butchering needs.
What about my butchering wants?
Suck.
Understood.
I'm going to go to Judy's. Wow.
Okay.
Did we see him walking off?
I mean, yeah.
Glance at Callio, glance at Roman leaving. Is he gonna be okay? Should we not split up?
I just crossed the road, guys.
I don't know. There's guards. If he gets in trouble, we'll know where to find him.
Okay. She doesn't look convinced, but we'll toddle into the inn anyway.
All right, hold on.
Big
Before you
lad.
go into the inn, you're in before. Okay, and I'll follow her into the inn.
Well, she'd stop if he said something. Yes?
We should. You're like a child. We should probably like have a story.
I look like an adult, don't I?
Actually, you know what? You do. You just look like a very, very small adult.
Right. She's a tiny adult. She didn't stay looking like she was 8.
She's just petite.
She's
Just a 4'11" human.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said a tiny adult.
a tiny adult.
Almost like a dwarf.
No. You would have no idea. Never heard of
We
those.
don't know.
You're like something between a gnome and a person. Probably good at blacksmithing. Do you grow facial hair?
Not a halfling though, because those are all dead too. So
That's kind of racist. Not that you would know.
No, I cannot grow facial hair. I was allowed to wander the streets when I was 8, and you spoke with some children wandering around. Why would I not?
I just like if we're gonna rent a room, maybe. I don't know if I want to sleep here.
We should have a place to sleep, shouldn't?
100%. All right.
Why not this one?
You can go. Nope, it's fine. You can go ask. It's all right. I'm gonna wait out here.
Okay. She'll wander
Raina
into
goes
the
in
inn.
with
By herself, I guess.
her. No, Raina's going with you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Crow's still just staring at the sky.
Just out of curiosity, what's our gold situation like?
Working on it.
None non-existing freeloaders.
You haven't sold anything
I have
yet.
13
Okay.
gold.
Oh, look at you.
Didn't you get gold from your starter kit?
That's probably, and I just didn't add it. So
Am I the only one that applied the starter kit?
nope.
It's okay. I
I mean,
have
yes.
gold.
I have 30
I'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine.
Look,
and a
you haven't
jeweler's kit
sold
and some
anything yet,
gold
so-
chunks.
So she does
Well, I'm
do a
going to
double
Davy.
take to make sure that Raina is behind her, and then goes. She's like, "Oh, okay. I have my security blanket. We're good." Toddle on up to the bar and tiptoe up to look over the edge.
You see, quite small, like 2.5 feet tall. She has what could only be considered stilts attached to her feet as she walks around behind the bar to make sure she can see over top of it. She says, "What can I do you for?"
Do you have any vacancies available?
I don't know what a vacancy is.
Any empty rooms available for rent?
Yeah, we got a few. Would you like one? Is that how many you need?
2.
Okay, well, heck, for 2, I don't know why her accent changed.
Again. 3
Power
times.
of the southern
She's-
accent.
Yeah, she's from all over.
Worldly lady.
Yes.
For 2 will cost you. Well, you don't look like you get a whole lot of coins, so
Well, she looks pristine.
oh yeah, you look like
Got
you should
that
have a lot of
surge
money.
price.
I look like
For-
I have gold jewelry.
For
a nice
you,
white
it's
robe.
about 50 gold a room.
Woo! Shit.
Are you sure? Can I insight check her?
Yeah.
Are you reading your rates right?
Just literally, what? All right, insight, and then plus my proficiency again. 27.
You beat her by 1.
It's a
I'm
commoner's
staring
yearly
into her
salary.
soul with my unblinking dead eyes.
Because you only beat her by a little bit, but you did beat her. You're like, that seems incorrect, but maybe that she's giving me a deal? But also, that's definitely not the regular price.
Well, if that's the best you can do, then I apologize. I will have to decline.
What about...
I mean, what are your reviews for your inn? Is that for the base rate, or is that like the presidential suite? That's 50 gold per night
Oh no, it's 50 gold for like a week.
for a week. Ah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. Why?
uh,
Sorry. I mean, if that's too much, we understand. Not everybody's got a lot of money going on, so we could probably do. Looks at Raina, 3 gold.
rude. Raina puts on a forced smile. It's like, I think that we can handle. Thank you.
Elle pulls out her little coin purse and sets 4 gold down on the table or on the bar. Do you have a bath here?
Now
Where
Is
may I
there a
find
spa?
one?
there's a spa 6 blocks that way, and she points directly out the door. Which, to be fair, there is a street.
Yeah, just 6 blocks that way.
Its name is. I apologize. Perfumed bosom.
Goodness.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're talking
Anyway,
about a normal spa, right?
what do you mean?
Never mind. It
They
was
don't provide services if that's what you're.
Raina's shocked that Ella knows what the hell that means.
She reads books.
Uh-huh.
She's
What kind of
seen a
books are you
book.
reading, girl?
She
Soon to
she
be
bought a
one.
few books when they were visiting the boys, and she did not. They were books that
Disclose.
had
That's
things.
where my books went.
Is there a stable nearby we can put our horses?
Oh, actually, yeah. It's pretty much connected to our building. Actually, I'm surprised you couldn't smell it.
We have 4 horses.
Oh,
Alfonso,
Five.
Pinto.
Five
5
is
horses.
including the Risto and then the beans.
5 horses and a
the
carriage.
beans.
Yeah, our horses are named after various beans.
Pinto,
Interesting.
garbanzo, refried, and
Refried and kidney.
kidney.
Well, that's.
They're quite happy creatures,
I mean, they got pretty good names.
right?
Unexpected ones, but good.
Is it additional cost?
Yeah, it's a gold silver per horse.
Is that
For the whole
week?
week, or is that the night?
Why are Ella and Raina doing this? We're terrible.
Raina just slips her a gold, the lady a gold. Just make sure they're well fed.
That'll do.
Thank you.
Are there keys for the rooms?
Oh right, yeah. She
How busy is this inn? Seems a little bitsy.
First of all, I resent that. Secondly, correct.
I love
Correct.
her.
There's some
Raina doesn't like her.
there's people.
There's people. Okay.
Raina, do you want to tell the boys to hitch up the horses and bring their stuff in?
Yeah, I will go do that. See you in a bit. Raina. Outside. Callio, Cruz, we got rooms for the nights, for the week, and stabling for the horses.
You didn't overpay, did you?
I called the bed.
All right. First of all,
Yeah, Callio and Roman nights, I believe you'll have to...
fair enough.
To snuggle.
And we get 2 rooms, one for the boys and one for the girls. So
Oh, Tobias, yeah, Tobias will... Yeah, you guys... There's 2 beds in there, right? Bunk
I'll
beds?
just sleep in the carriage.
You don't know.
with
You didn't go
Frank. It's
look.
we don't know.
We
We
didn't
didn't
go
check.
look.
We just asked for rooms.
well.
I did mention there was 5 of us.
Yeah.
6, fudgy number. Hopefully she gives us room with extra. And
She did try to swindle us a little bit, but we did work her down.
Hold on. What's a little bit and what's worked down?
It went from 50 gold per room for the week to 3. Was that what she said in the end?
yep,
2,
for both.
3.
3.
Yep.
For both rooms combined, or per room?
I'm assuming
Combined.
per room. Oh,
I thought it was combined.
I was assuming
Ella
it
gave
went
her
from
4
50
gold.
per room.
She didn't complain
All
when I
right.
handed 4 gold, so.
That is a fair deal. Starting at 50, though. I mean, she's got to be day drinking. That's just...
And I even asked if that was like a presidential suite, if there was any additional packages with that price, and she did not like it. That I just wanted clarification. But
Well,
who
this
am
seems
I?
like a reputable establishment. I am very excited to stay here and have all of our belongings at the end of it.
Well, now that you say it like that, now I'm a little worried.
Nah, it'll be fine. If they take anything, we'll just break her legs. All right.
God.
Frank, unload the cart.
That's not in my contract.
Actually, it is in your contract to unload the cart.
Frank could just guard the cart. I know I'm not there, but Frank could just guard it.
So like the weird wind said, he's not there. So Frank, unload the cart.
There's a lot of voices on this wind. It's
God, these children are getting awfully nosy.
Yes, they are.
You say children, and there's a little kid staring at you guys
Like
through Callio's legs, because a gnome child.
Oh.
Everybody hold your pockets.
He's like, you got any candy?
I'll like bend down comically low.
He looks at you, kind of like steps back. Oh, that's so rude. I'm not.
You're asking strangers for candy that came in on a wagon that looks more expensive than your entire salary when you're an adult.
I'm a child. I don't have a salary.
I said when you're an adult.
I don't. I live like way longer than you, right?
Raina goes into her pocket and pulls out like fruit jerky or something. Like fruit roll-ups.
Fucking fruit leather.
Looks directly at you.
It's it might be old, but
grabs it and goes, "Thank you. You're nice." And he gives you 6 gold.
Oh,
And
rob the child.
Disappears into smoke. Just
Fire the child.
Like I said, don't leave your money out of your sight. It could disappear. I hate cities. All right, let's go in.
You live in one.
Yeah, and it was terrible / fantastic.
Okay.
Usually I'm the one robbing people, you know?
Yes. You'd cause the distractions usually, I'm guessing?
Yeah, something like that.
Or is that... Good to know.
I'll go up to the innkeeper. Hey, how much is room for a week? 3 silver?
4 gold.
4 gold. Nice little steep.
Okay.
All right, fine. I'll bunk with Roman. I'll worth a shot.
Ella's just watching, like, what? What is happening here? What is this bargaining thing?
Roman has smelly feet. He never cleans his boots.
You can stay in our room.
I'll make that deal. All right.
We hop over to Roman. Where are you going?
Speaking of those smelly boots.
I walk into Judy's trinkets and magical oddities and swing the door open.
You swing the door open, you hear wunga 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 wunga. You look up and there's a very deformed bell.
Oh, okay. Say, hello? Are you open?
You hear a bit of snort, and then you hear, "Ha!
Hi, hello. How are you?
Never better. What can I do you for?"
Jesus Christ, that's not what I was expecting Judy to sound like.
Judy is a very tall, very chonky man.
Oh. Are you Judy?
I am. What is it to you?
Is this your establishment? The Judy?
My
Judy's
name
Trinkets
is
and Magical
on the
Oddities?
sign. Says Judy's Trinkets and Oddities.
I'm just clarifying. Just making introductions. Just calm down.
You're making introductions, but you didn't even say your name.
Well, my name is Cornelius Thunderbottom.
Oh, and you're making fun of Judy. Okay.
Hey,
Who
the
named you?
Thunderbottom
Not someone
family
that
is a
loves you, that's
long
for sure.
line of proud Thunderbottoms.
I'm sure you got a great up for us, buddy.
Anywho, I'm here to do some business.
It's pronounced business.
This is what I said.
No, you said business.
This is what I said.
What do you want?
I want to sell you some stuff.
Let's
Some
see the
things.
stuff.
And I pull out a very ornate jeweler's kit
Okay.
and
Uh-huh.
3 very large shiny chunks of gold
Wow. You really pulled that out like it was gonna be.
that I casted distort value on to make them look way more expensive.
See, you should have started with that, and then I could have given you sarcasm from in the Judy voice. But now it's happening.
Here we are.
Here we are. Judy's eyes go a little wide. I'm like, oh shit, there's some good rock.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I just make sound like it's a
High quality crack cocaine. It's clear. It's not even misty.
damn?
That's 100%.
Squeeze of. I'll give you 65 gold for the 3 of them.
What about the jeweler's kit?
Separate deal.
Okay. I'll take the 65 gold.
Judy slides the the gold over to you, picks up the 3 chunks, and immediately casts some sort of it's like an alchemical spell and changes the thing that they are made out of into lead, and he goes, now I can sell this for making magic proof boxes, idiot.
What?
Lead's more valuable in Plainsong Keep. I don't know what you want from me.
Well,
I got a lot of
I
shit
can
to
go
hide,
look
I
to
guess.
see if we got lead too. Shit, okay. You want to buy the jeweler's kit? Because I'm probably not going to use it ever. The Thunderbottoms aren't big jewelry makers.
Thunderbottom. Feel like I heard that name.
We're in the gold business. And cousin,
Roll a luck
business
check.
ain't a booming.
Roll a luck check to see if you've accidentally used that name to rob someone here.
Arnar. Upon making this mistake, I immediately pull my little book out of my front pocket and go to Cornelius Thunderbottom and scratch out Thunderbottom. Circle Cornelius.
Thunderbottom.
Put it back in there.
I know that name.
Yes, we're prominent gold people.
You robbed my cousin. High
That could have
five.
been any. Could have been. Okay, all right. I dap him up.
I fucking hate that guy.
N-
I don't want this jewelry box thing, but I'll give you 10 gold for it. Cause
I'll take it.
Again, I hate that guy. You want to buy anything?
Yeah, what you got?
Well, how much gold you got? I need to know what I should bring out. Don't want to get robbed by a Thunderbottom.
Well, that's fair. I also recently was robbed. I only have 105 gold.
All right. I will bring you specifically 100 gold valued items. Understood?
Okay.
All right.
Well, but if you tell me the whole list of items that you have, I'm traveling with companions. Perhaps they have gold, and we can combine our resources.
No, that's not how
No?
that works here.
Okay. You don't have like a book of
I don't take
inventory?
nobody's word for nothing.
You're a wise person, Judy.
That's why they call me Judy, because it's my name. And he turns around and walks behind, and he comes out with a rather small box. You're a little disappointed, but then opens it up, and there is 5 rings. And he says, each one of them is 100 gold.
What do they do?
Well, he points to the one on the left side, and he goes, this one makes any drink you're holding hot. And then he points to
Holy
one on the
shit.
farthest right, and he goes, and this makes any drink you're holding perfectly cold.
And you're only wanting 100 gold for them? Like, that's a
No.
deal.
Per. Each one's
Yeah.
100 gold.
Yeah, that's a crazy deal.
The one in from the left makes every one of your jokes a dad joke. Just overrides the part of your brain and just makes you make a dad joke. Then the next one makes fart noises come out of people. And then this last one, this one's my favorite. It just makes a stinky sound. It's the exact same as the one next to it, except it comes with a smell.
Oh my! Oh,
So
those are good offers, Judy. I'm gonna go talk to my associates and see if anyone wants to buy one of these. Personally, I'm pretty sold on the cold ring. But I don't want to impulse buy, so I'm going to go talk to my friend and make sure I'm not being an impulsive Nelly.
Thunder bottom, he says, air quoting you. That's a very wise choice.
Yep.
I would recommend not saying thunder bottom outside of these walls.
Why does your cousin live in town?
Yeah, he do. He actually runs a shop across the street. So
what shop is it?
He can see you right now.
Wow.
You turn around and look out, and there is a grocery-esque store, and there is a man just staring that looks a lot like Judy, just a little different, just staring across the road like the wind told him thunder bottom.
I'm gonna get real close to Judy and whisper to him and say, "You know, be really funny if I robbed him again."
It would be funny. It'd be even funnier if you still used thunder bottom when you did it. And we'll call the episode. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Tales of Tendra. See you next time. Hey, you can follow us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can even find us on Google Podcasts. Please follow and leave a review.
Hello one, hello all. It's Quentin Foote here, Dungeon Master to a very unique live-action fantasy adventure podcast known as The Fables of Latour. Join us every Monday as we explore a completely original world filled with new races, monsters, and magics, all based around the fantasy novel series, The Mighty Vendavar. Since we specialize in long-format storytelling and our entire cast are professional actors and artists, you can excitedly tune in weekly to experience the next chapter of our harrowing saga. We can't wait to meet you in the wilds of Latour.